Why would Melania Trump, a woman known for her silence, suddenly break that silence over a rumor? Just a joke, really, about her son Barron and Harvard. It started as quiet whispers behind closed doors in Washington, but then it exploded into something more. A single offhand joke, a supposed college rejection, and a mother's swift, rare public statement. This wasn't just about college, it was about power, image, and control. Inside Trump's inner circle, author Michael Wolff says a joke started to spread. Donald Trump's grudge against Harvard wasn't political, it was personal. Why? Because Harvard had allegedly rejected his youngest son, Barron. Wolff, who's written multiple bestsellers on Trump, says the rumor became a running gag among Trump allies, a way to explain Trump's increasingly hostile moves against the Ivy League giant. Why else would he be going so hard after them? They asked. Oh, the Barron thing. It was a private joke, never meant to go public. Until it did. That's when Melania Trump stepped in. And fast. Through her spokesperson, she issued a blunt denial. Barron did not apply to Harvard, and any assertion that he or that anyone on his behalf applied is completely false. Coming from a former First Lady who rarely speaks publicly, especially about her son, this was a striking move. It wasn't just damage control, it was personal. And it raised the question, why did this joke of all things get under her skin? On the surface, Trump's campaign against Harvard seems political. He's cut funding, blocked their international programs, threatened their tax status, all while framing Harvard as woke, corrupt, and overrated. But according to Wolff, this goes deeper. Trump needs enemies, he says. It's what keeps the show going, and Harvard fits the role perfectly. Headlines love it, the Trump base loves it. And as Wolff puts it, Trump's show needs a stage villain. Harvard just happens to be wearing the costume. But what if the real target was never the school, but the idea of being denied? For a family that has turned image into currency, the idea that Barron Trump wasn't Harvard material hit hard. At 19, Barron has stayed almost entirely out of the public eye. Rare photos, no interviews, no official statements. He's the only Trump child who hasn't played a public role. And maybe that was the plan all along. But when the joke made its way out, it suddenly exposed something the family wasn't ready to show, the reality that even the Trumps have limits. Melania moved quickly to crush the narrative, not just to protect Barron's privacy, but to protect what Barron represents, the next generation of the brand. Trump built an empire on elite success, private jets, Manhattan skyscrapers, gold-plated everything. But for a brand built on winning, the rumor that Harvard turned them down, true or not, was a threat. Because it's not just about college admissions, it's about credibility, legacy, power. Melania's public denial wasn't just a mother defending her son, it was a strategic move to maintain the myth that the Trumps are always one step ahead. Michael Wolff hinted at something deeper beneath the surface, a marriage that's more partnership than passion. They simply exist in a marriage that works for both of them, transactionally, he said. Melania's absence from public life, her silence on politics, and her clear separation from many of Trump's controversies all point to one thing. She's walking a path that's increasingly her own. When she responded to the Harvard rumor, she didn't check in with the campaign. She didn't soften the message. She just shut it down. That wasn't a mistake. That was a message. Melania's rare public statement may seem like a simple correction, but it says more than any press conference ever could. It was aimed at the media, at Trump's advisors, and maybe even at Donald himself. This wasn't about Harvard. It was about control. She reminded everyone, Barron is off limits. And when she speaks, she means every word. Because in a world where headlines are currency and silence is strategy, when Melania does talk, it's not small talk. It's war paint. Thanks for watching. What do you think? Was this just about a college rumor? Or a quiet power move from inside the Trump family? Let us know your take in the comments. We'd love to hear it. And if you're into deep dives, hidden power plays, and the truth behind the headlines, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. New stories are dropping every week, and you don't want to miss what's next. See you in the next video.